and today we all are here to delve into the art and science of strategic thinking. I'm Prakshi Kapoor and I'm here to represent Consulting and Strategy Club. We're going to be talking about thriving in disruptive times through uncharted waters in 2023. And I also have my fellow compares, Tanvi, Jayant, Nancy, Saarah. As we know, in today's time, businesses face dynamism and face problems like geopolitical uncertainties, technological disruptions, and ever-changing consumer preferences. And businesses on this part need guiding hands of strategists and consultants, where they provide a fresh perspective through their innovative solutions to them. Businesses need to gain sustained success, and these are the methods they follow to gain them. Let's know Tanvi's views now.
Recently, what I have been observing that there has been a shift to cloud-based systems. Cloud-based systems are like flexible sales, which allow the businesses to adapt quickly to the market demands and scale their operations up or down as needed. Cloud-based tools like database management, performance marketing platforms. These platforms are helping businesses reduce their infrastructure costs as well as improve efficiency. As well as recently, I have seen that Accenture helped BP shift to the cloud, and that helped them in increasing their efficiency by 30% and reducing their IT infrastructure costs by 40%. This scale, there is a large shift to it, and in the future it will just rise more and more. Cloud-based systems are floating above and will continue to float.
Thank you so much, Tanvi, for sharing your insights on the cloud-based systems. And it was actually surprising to hear Accenture's data-driven insights as well. Thank you so much. Now let's move to Nancy to hear her views about the topic.
So what I have noticed recently is sustainability has become a buzzword in today's world, and companies can actually gain a lot if they implement sustainable practices into their business. Sustainability can help them in a number of ways. So they can move to being more energy efficient, they can be more resource driven, but being mindful of the resources that they are using. Also, they could move towards renewable sources of energy. So what I have seen is because if the businesses are inculcating practices that involve sustainability, they can actually lower greenhouse emissions. This I have seen in case of McKinsey. They have significantly reduced the greenhouse emissions, which has actually helped them a lot. They have benefited, and this also builds the brand's reputation, because today's customer, the customer values companies which are actually very mindful of their responsibility towards the environment. So that helps them grow their business. Also, in terms of funding, investors are also more inclined towards businesses which are actually energy efficient and are more mindful towards their corporate social responsibility.
Thank you so much, Nancy. And through the techniques that you shared, which is cost cutting and other reasons that you provided, we got to know why sustainability is actually the buzzword. Thank you so much for that. Let's move on to Saarah to hear her views about it.
So post-COVID, the buzzword now is the hybrid working system and how that is impacting businesses. So I would like to talk about how businesses get impacted when they have a human-centric approach, especially around hybrid working and flexible hours and things like that. I believe that when the employees are on focused and are the priority by any organization, that increases the productivity and efficiency of all the employees majorfold. And even though the hybrid system is a new concept that we got introduced because of COVID, but we have seen it effectively working for a lot of organizations. One of that come to my mind is when Bain & Company helped Marriott International and helped them with their employee well-being programs as well as setting up their hybrid models.
it not just affected them by increasing their employee efficiency by 15%, but also decreased their employee turnover by 10%. So we can see that this is also an upcoming way of working with organizations.
Thank you so much, Saarah. And through your insights, we got to learn that companies shall focus on the all-round development of their employees in terms of productivity and efficiency. So thank you so much. And now let's move on to Jayant to hear his views about it.
So, as mentioned, these were some of the strategies that businesses can use, and by use of these strategies, they can really excel in the business world. But in 2024, the main focus could be on AI. So, for example, businesses creating their own strategies by using AI, and AI have all the data, all the numbers of the businesses through which they can create strategies to excel in the business world.
Thank you so much. These were some of the insights of 2023 and how businesses in the realm of strategy and consulting took these insights into their realms and sailed their boats towards the future. We are here all set to embark this transformative journey in 2024. Gazing into the crystal ball of future, we are here to know everyone's insights on it. Let's start with Tanvi.
I believe that there will be a change in the way consultants and consulting firms work. The consultants will be now working more as ecosystem orchestrators, by which I mean that right now they are working from one project to another. After this, I believe that they'll move to a system where they'll be creating ecosystems rather than working on one particular project. Every project, every client's requirements will be met through a set of a predefined function where the solutions will be quicker and faster. In second, the consultants will be changing as well as consulting firms will be changing. Consulting firms will be developing ecosystems by which they can solve their clients' problems easier and faster. This will help in growth and collaboration between the clients as well as within teams in the consulting firms.
Thank you so much, Tanvi. It was a great indeed insight to know how ecosystems shall be developed between clients and employees of an organization to overall become a greater orchestrator in the organization. Thank you so much. So now let's move on to Jayant to hear his views about it.
So I would like to talk about the ethical dilemmas. So first of all, as AI is more embedded in businesses now, consultants will play a crucial role in ensuring that data privacy, mitigating risk, and soon in future we can expect some guidelines and frameworks for use of data and embedding of AI. Additionally, businesses are starting to rely a lot on AI, so it will be very difficult for them to build trust among their stakeholders. And consultants will advise businesses to be more to keep their data more transparent, as well as inform their stakeholders about how they are using AI. And that's how I feel that in future ethical dilemmas.
Thank you so much, Jayant. It was insightful to know how transparent data systems in an organization plays a pivotal role, as it is a concern of security after all, and transparency is definitely paramount. Thank you. Now let's move on to Nancy to hear her views.
So, taking my point forward of sustainability from last year, I believe that ESG will no longer be an additional add-on. It will be a core component of the business strategy, inculcating the factors of environment, society and governance. It will be really crucial. Consultants will be advising the businesses to capitalize on the green transitioning and help them develop sustainable products and services. So I believe sustainability will still go on and will become a core competency in the future.
Thank you so much, Nancy. It was great to know, and I was intrigued to know rather that the organizations in these times are also focusing on reducing their carbon footprints. And in terms of sustainability, it's an essential thing. Thank you so much for making us know the importance of this. Now let's move on to Saarah to hear her predictions of 2024.
Sure. So I feel that in 2024, businesses would not just focus on employee engagement, but are now focusing on creating and fostering a culture of employee experiences that revolve around their mental well-being, their mental health, as well as their career development. And we also can expect a rise in consulting services dedicated to create a culture of psychological safety in any organization. As well as with the rise of automation, consultants are also now reskilling and upskilling workforces so that they can cope up with the changing demands of the digital age, as well as create that competitive edge in this market.
Thank you so much, Saarah. It was actually great to touch upon the mental well-being part, as it is the most essential for an employee and intern organizations to work towards the better future of themselves and the organization. Thank you everyone for their predictions, but in the end, all of these are predictions. Although data-based insights, AI-based predictions do prevail, but still, as in the end they are predictions, anything can happen. And through these predictions, we get an understanding of how consulting and strategy realm people need to navigate these disruptive times. Thank you so much for today.